listen to this. Tonight, teammates, I'm super excited to come to you because tonight I am here to sell you the dream. I'm going to sell you the dream. Yes, I am. Or at least I'm going to make my best attempt to sell you the dream, right? And so between these next 2 weeks, tonight and next week, I'm going to sell you the dream and I'm going to sell you the crusade. Say it with me. Nick going to sell me the dream and I'm going to sell you the crusade. See, it's those two things that should drive you in the business. The power of the dream, right? What's in it for you? What is in it for you? It don't matter what's in it for me. I've already made that decision to determine what's in it for me. For you to succeed in Primerica, at some point, you got to ask yourself, what's in it for me? And it ain't nothing wrong with you asking, what is in it for me? Dadgummit, Nick, I done paid my $99 one time, $25 a month, and all that good stuff. What is in it for me, right? And it's no different than when Jesus was with the disciples. In the rich young ruler, you can read the story. The rich young ruler rolled up on Jesus talking about hey man, what must I do to be saved? And Jesus told him something. He said, man, I've been doing that since I was a kid. We ain't gonna talk about that. He was fronting. But he said, I've been doing it. And then Jesus gave him something, said, hey, go do this. Sell what you have to the poor, give to the poor, sell what you have, give to the poor, and come from. And he didn't want to walk away from that money like that. He didn't want to do that. So they say he went away and he was sad. And Jesus said, man, it's hard for rich people to get into heaven. And when the disciples heard that, they was like, wait a minute. We thought that rich people had already punched their ticket because they was rich. You mean to tell me that it's hard for a rich man to get in heaven? Right? And so he was like, yeah, man, so this is what's going on. And then they said, look, we left, read the story. The disciples said to Jesus, we left everything. We left family. We left businesses. We left everything. And basically they was asking Jesus, what's in it for us? Because we made the sacrifice. So if the disciples can ask Jesus, what's in it for me? It's okay for you, being in Primerica, to ask, what's in it for me? And I'm here to tell you tonight, family, and it ain't even the full extent of what's in it for you, but I'm going to talk about what is in it for you if you make a decision to really go for it in Primerica. What's in it for you? But before I can talk about what's in it for you, I want to kind of unpack some other stuff with you, family. Let's talk about it. I want to unpack some other stuff with you. Hold on just a second. Let me pull my little deal up, man. Let me pull my deal up so I can get right with y'all, man. I mean, y'all think I'm playing tonight. I ain't playing with y'all tonight, man. We're going to go ahead and get it in, right? And so check this out. What's in it for you? So I already told you, man, I'm here to sell you the dream. I'm here to do that, man. We're going to talk about dream. We dream casting tonight, right? Becoming a regional vice president in Primerica. Sell you the dream. Like, don't that image look beautiful? Is that Tanisha down there by that pool? Who is that? Is that James and Chandra? Who is that down there? Could be you. Could be any of us. Sell you the dream tonight. So let's talk about it, right? But let's talk about where we at as Black people, right? Did you guys know that Black buying power right now in America is over $1.2 trillion? That's what Black buying power is. Over $1.2 trillion. What does that say? We got money. Black people, we have money. We have money, right? But here's the problem. What are we doing with our money? What are we doing with our money? You don't have to answer that question because we all locked in and we all on the same page, right? And so there is a YouTube video that I want you guys to watch. Not right now, but at some point this week, I want you to carve out some time to watch this video. It's not a new video. It's about 4 years old, but it's a very, very powerful 7-minute video. It talks about the Black wealthy 1%. I repeat, it talks about the Black wealthy 1%. It's a CNN business short video that talks about African Americans in wealth in America. And they profile a couple of wealthy African Americans. I ain't talking about rich, I'm talking about fantastically wealthy African Americans, right? Video was done 4 years ago. All you got to do is go to YouTube and search the Black Wealthy 1%. You'll see an image of this video pop up. This is actually Bob Johnson's ex-wife. She's the one that really built BET. Y'all ain't hearing me. She's the one that really built BET, and she tells a little bit of her story and what it's like to be Black and wealthy and all that good stuff. You got to see this, man. It's amazing, right? But these are some of the statistics that got fleshed out, that got exposed during that documentary. Talking about the state of Black wealth, it says the wealthy 1%. Who are the wealthy 1%? You've heard this thrown out there. Who are the wealthy 1%? Well, the wealthy 1% in America has a minimum household net worth of $7.8 million. Now, this is 7 years ago, right? That this statistic, like, this was, so I'm sure that the number has grown, right? But as of 4 years ago, the wealthy 1% had a minimum household net worth of $7.8 million, right? Anybody in here sitting on 7.8? Okay, I didn't think so. So none of us are part of that wealthy 1%, right? Do we know, do people in our family, we got people in our family got that 7.8? I don't. So, yeah, we're not there. We're getting there. We're going to get there. But we're currently not there, and probably most of us don't know too many people that are there. This is the state of Black wealth in America. I'm going somewhere with this. Check this out. Did you know that African Americans make up only 1.7% of the 1% of wealthy Americans? Y'all ain't hear me. Y'all didn't hear me. African Americans, we make up only 1.7% of the wealthy 1%. I'm going to let that sink in a little bit. Of the wealthy 1% in America, Black folk, we only make up 1.7% of that. That's a problem. That is a problem, right? And so here, this is what's going on. The racial wealth gap, for every $1 of wealth that our white counterparts have, Black folk only got 6 cents. I'm not making these numbers up. These are numbers that came from that video. I just had to take some screenshots of. I was so blown away. I was like, you got to be kidding me. For every $1 of wealth that our white counterparts have, we have 6 cents. But it don't stop there. Check this out. I know some of y'all like, but I got a degree. I'm not part. Okay, here we go. Median household net worth for Black college grads. Check this out, Coach B-Walk. You went to college, then got a degree. The median household net worth for Black college grads is $32,780. For a non-college grad Caucasian white person is $80,692. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. You mean to tell me a non-college educated white person has more than double the wealth as a with your student loans and everything that you still got in forbearance, that you're not paying on, that you playing that Biden, kill your student loan debt, got more wealth than you got. These are facts. This is what it is. And you know what the biggest problem is, y'all? I understand I mean, there's systemic things that are out there that are working. And look, I can have a whole conversation with you about that. I am a believer in that, right? I'm a person to where, I mean, I'm on that ship. I'm in that choir. I'm trumpeting about the injustices that have been done to our people since we were, we're like prisoners in Babylon. I mean, don't get me talking about that, right? So I understand what we've been up against in terms of what we've been trying to do, what we've been denied, what we've been robbed of, all of that, all the things. I'm for that. But what I want to submit to us is that part of the reason that this wealth inequality, this racial wealth inequalities is present is because of the way we choose to make money. Come on with me, somebody. It's the way we've chosen to make money. Now, it ain't all our fault. It ain't all our fault because we're basically doing what we've been raised and taught to do, right? But I'm here to tell you, family, just like somebody told me, I'm going to give it to you like it was given to me. Stem, sticks, and everything. I'm going to give it to you. Some of y'all know what I'm talking. So I'm going to give it to you like it's been given to me. Somebody told me a long time ago when I was kind of fairly new to Primerica, they said, Nick, everything that you have been taught about how to make money is wrong. And let me tell you something, for somebody that went to school for 5+ years, did half a year of a co-op working for a corporation, got a computer science degree and all of that. I mean, for somebody to tell me that at a young age, it was jarring to me. But it was jarring to me in a couple of different ways. For one, they were challenging everything that I had been taught. For years that I had been taught. But it was jarring to me because, damn, I knew it was true. I knew it was true. I was like, I knew something was wrong. I just didn't know how to articulate it. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm in this rat race. I'm getting up every day fighting traffic. I'm punching the clock. I'm working these hours. I'm putting in this time. And I just feel like I'm not getting ahead. I just feel like I'm just getting by. I'm working for everybody else but myself. I'm going to repeat that. I'm working for everybody else. I'm working for the people that I owe rent to. I'm working for the people that I got to pay a car note to pay insurance to the utility. And I only get a little bit at the end of the month for me. Something's wrong. What are you talking about? And they said, man, this is what you've been sold on. You've been sold on the 40-40-50 plan. And I'm like, the 40-40-50 plan, what is that? Is that some kind of weird math? He said, no, you have been sold on working 40+ hours a week for 40+ years. But what you don't know is that they're going to want you to retire off of 50% of what you were getting paid. You've been sold on working 40+ hours a week and expected to do that for the next 40 years, only to have to retire off of 50% of what you earned. And I said, the devil is a lie. I said, how did I sign up for that program? Wasn't your fault. Wasn't your fault. It's just what you were shown and what you were taught by people who didn't know no better. Because if they had a choice, they wouldn't choose that path. But because they didn't know how to get out of that rat race, they couldn't show you. So they just felt that if you went and got more education, come on somebody, than what they got, you would have more choices and more options, which is not true. You just got more debt. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. I'm here to sell y'all a dream. But before I can sell you the dream, I gotta kind of tap into the nightmare. Are y'all with me? The nightmare that some of us are living right now. I gotta tap into that. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about, right? This is the path that most people are on. If you look around at all of your friends, you look at your cousins, you look at your family members, you look at the people on social media and all that type of stuff, this is the path that most people are on. Going to school for about 20 years, right? Whether it's elementary, middle school, high school, college, graduate school, whatever the case may be, in school for about 20 years, right? And then most people, 90% of the people have a job. 90% of the people in America have a job. And they are going to work 40 to 50 years on that job just to have 10 to 15 years of a shaky retirement. It's shaky. Oh, Lord. Where's my Social Security check coming? Lord have mercy. Baby, I might have to go get a job because this ain't working. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. If I'm telling the truth, you ain't even got to say amen. Just blink real hard right now. Just blink real hard. I'm telling you. So this is what's going on right now. I promise you that that's what's going on. And that's the path we've been. So let me tell y'all something, man. And I've said this before. Would you ever buy a car that only went 25 miles per hour? I'm talking about that's top speed on the car. Top speed is 25 miles per hour. If you did, you couldn't get on the highway and go nowhere. You couldn't even barely get on the side streets in Houston fast and crazy. They be driving around here, right? Look, cat on a moped might pass you up. Because if you bought a car that its top speed was only 25 miles per hour, that car wasn't built to go a long distance. It wasn't built to get you to where you're trying to go in any short period of time. Well, family, I'm here to tell you. How long? Let me ask this question. This is where I want your feedback. Come off mute for me for this one, right? Come off mute for me. Let me ask this question. How long do y'all think people work on jobs? From the time they start working to the time they retire, how many years you think that they're doing that?
You cut out, Nick. Say it again.
How many years you think people working on jobs? Like, I mean, from the time they start working to the day that they retire, how many years is that?
40, 50 years, for real.
Yeah.
40, 50 years.
You got some people, they start working at 16, 17, 40, 50 years, bro.
40, 50 years. Okay. What do we always say about retirement? We say retirement is not a...
It's not an age.
It's a dollar sign.
A dollar amount.
Okay, so repeat that for me one more time. Retirement is not a what?
It's not an age. It's a dollar amount.
It's not an age, it's a dollar amount.
Yes.
Do we all believe that that's true? Right?
Yes.
If you don't believe that's true, if you won the lottery today and your lottery winnings was $25 million, would you go back to work next week? No, you wouldn't do that.
No.
So retirement is not an age. It is truly a dollar amount. And so let me ask this question, family. Why do people work 40 to 50 years? Why do they do that?
Because they can't quit. They can't retire. Like I have an aunt, she's 60 plus and she's still working because she retired and had to come out of retirement because the Social Security wasn't enough and she didn't save. Nobody talked to her about saving money for retirement. So some people cannot quit their job. Some people have to go to work in order to eat, pay their bills, all that.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Yeah, one other thing, Coach, another reason that people not retiring is because they wait too late to get serious about retirement. So they've been waiting until 38, 40 years old, before they want to get serious about their 401k. So they've lost all those years in potential compound interest.
Right.
So they're having to work longer to try to catch up.
Absolutely. Good stuff. So they got to work. See, okay, so we can use a couple of words interchangeably, right? So they got to work 40, 50 years. How about they got to serve time for 40 to 50 years? How about they got to serve time, right? Because if you were in a court of law, let me come back into a different view on this. If you were in a court of law and you were in front of a judge and a judge dropped a hammer and said, I'm gonna give you a 40, 50 year sentence, you gotta do this. You would get weak in your body. You would get weak in your body. But isn't that what's happening right now? When people get of age, when they get about 20, 21, 22 years old, they're standing in front of an invisible judge, but this judge is the person that's doing the hiring at a job, and they're coming with their resume, and if they're hired for the job, they say, boom, we're going to give you a 30, 40-year sentence, right? And you have to work that long in order for you to be able to retire. Let me go back to my vehicle example. We wouldn't dare buy a car that only goes 25 miles per hour because that vehicle can't get us to where we're trying to go in a reasonable amount of time. Well, I'm here to submit to you guys that if a job takes 30, 40, 50 years to get people to retirement, could that be the wrong vehicle? Could that be the wrong vehicle? So why would we go and buy that vehicle, invest our life and our time and our talent and everything that we are, all of our youth, we can't get back? Why would we invest that into a vehicle that's not even designed to get us to the destination? Why would we do that? And so this is the problem right here. I'm gonna reshare. This is everything that's going on. Black wealth gap, the black and white wealth gap left black households more vulnerable. This is 5 charts that show the extent of the black wealth gap. The pandemic is widening the racial wealth gap. The pandemic, black and white economic divide is as wide as it was in 1968. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me, man. So this is the challenge. The challenge is that there's 4 ways to make money, but we've only been taught one. And we've invested everything into this one. And that's the employee. Got a job, income based on the position that we have and not the person. Man, I was watching one of the teammates presentation. So, you know, for the field trainers, I have them record their Zoom meetings and send me a copy of it so I can look at it. I call it reviewing the game film. And on one of them, I'm not going to say any names, but on one of them, the young lady was saying, hey, man, you know, this is my income now, but I'm going for a promotion. I'm going for a promotion, and hopefully my income is going to change, right? And so the trainer said, hey, I hope that you get that job and your income goes up $10,000. She said, well, if I get the job, my income actually gonna go up $20,000. Hey, that's all good, great as hell. And I was listening to that, and I said, you know what? This sister is worth the $20,000. Here's the problem. The position that she currently holds at her job won't pay it to her. Because when you have a job, your income is based on the position you have and not the person. Has anybody in your lifetime ever thought that where you work at, they don't pay you enough money? Did you ever thought that? If you've thought that, you're true. It's true. But here's the problem. They're not paying you. They are paying the position. And that's the nature of a job. Jobs pay positions, they don't pay people. So you have very little control over your income at the job. That's the reality. Some people become self-employed where they own a job. Dentist, doctor, lawyer, hairstylist, barber, real estate agent. Where the more work you do, the more clients you service, the more sales you personally make, the more money you can make. And that's a more even playing field. That's fair, right? But here's the problem with being self-employed. 100% of your income is based off what you do. So if you don't make any sales, if you don't see any clients, if you don't do any help, I did say help, you don't do no help, you don't make any money. I like making money, but I like freedom, and this is where the business comes in. The business owner is the person that owns the system. They have others working for them and with them, and they're able to have unlimited income and freedom and control over their time to enjoy it. Unlimited income, have freedom and control of their time to enjoy it. Now, this is where we all want to be one day, and that's an investor. That's where we have our money working for us, and we no longer have to work for our money. But let me tell you something, teammates. Do you know how much money you need to have in order to have your money working for you and you no longer have to work for it? Let me just say this, it's a lot. And that's the problem. Most of us are in a vehicle, i.e. the job, that will never pay us enough money. Listen to this, that will never pay us enough money to be able to live our lives, raise our families, pay our bills, and to be able to invest enough to where we can one day become true investors. So if the investor is the ultimate target, boom, that we shooting for, then we got to choose another vehicle. Because the one that you're in, the employee, was never designed to help you become wealthy. The job of a job is to pay your bills. Y'all have heard me say this, but I'm just kind of reiterating it and I'm emphasizing it. The job of your job is just to pay your bills and to make the person you work for wealthy. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. So you're leverage for somebody else to become wealthy. Now it's time, and I submit to you, why not you build something that you can create leverage that can help you become wealthy, to have money, to have freedom. And this is where I submit to you the regional vice president contract. But I know you ain't ready to be an RVP. I know you're not ready for that. I know that you would much rather do something different and have a different type of business. Okay, let's talk about this different type of business because we all want to build a money machine, Super J. We all want that. We want the money machine. But how we gonna get it? I know Primerica seemed like one of them things. Are they really making money there? Okay, I got it. I got it. Well, let's talk about a business that you're probably more familiar with. Let's talk about McDonald's, right? So everybody would love to have a McDonald's franchise if they were allowed to get one, right? This is the power of the McDonald's franchise. McDonald's has been called the most successful small business in the history of American business. Did y'all know a new franchise opens every 7 hours? I mean, every 7 hours, a new McDonald's franchise is popping up. That's crazy. Did you know that they serve over 58 million customers daily? Every day. Some of y'all had McDonald's of some form today. Whether it was the coffee, the breakfast, whatever, right? They serve 58 million customers daily. They operate in over 100 countries. They own more land than the Catholic Church as a whole. They sell more toys than any retailer. They sell more pancakes than IHOP. They sell more chicken than KFC. And they're the largest buyer and seller of beef in America. That's the power of McDonald's. And you can't go a whole day without seeing some type of McDonald's commercial, right? So the name is out there. Nobody is sitting around wondering, hey, did McDonald's go out of business? Nobody's wondering that. They everywhere, everywhere. Commercials, TV, radio, you name it, they everywhere, right? Here's the deal. What does it take to get a McDonald's franchise? Well, you got to go through some steps, right? Let's just get a McDonald's franchise. Check this out. Step one is that you got to read the franchise disclosure document, which is 375 pages long. You got to read the franchise disclosure document. Step number two, you got to be prepared for a lot of expenses to open it up, right? So there's a vetting process that they take you through to see if you are even financially solvent enough to be able to open up a McDonald's franchise. Number three, you got to learn the conditions of operating a McDonald's. You got to learn the rules and procedures, the manual. You got to do all that. And then that is all before you even go through the application process to open up a franchise. You got to do all that before you can even submit your application to open up a McDonald's franchise. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. Okay, I'm going to go step further. Okay. Yeah, because I know you want a McDonald's. Step number four, you want to undergo or Chick-fil-A or whatever the case. I know you want one. Yep, you'll take one Chipotle. Oh, give me a Chipotle, Nick. I got it. Okay, it's all the same. It's all the same. Undergo the corporate training process. Number five, hire professionals. You have to hire your own franchise consultant, franchise lawyer, construction crew. That's coming out your pocket. Step number six, you got to learn the location requirements. You just can't pop up a McDonald's, a Chick-fil-A, a Chipotle anywhere. You got to learn the location requirements. And then you got to get the basics set up. You got to go through all of this. We're not done yet. Who has to hire the employees? You do. Who has to pay these employees? You do. Who has to get workers' comp insurance on something? You do. And then step number 9, before you even open, you got to try a soft opening. And then once you rock it and roll and you up and running, you got to prepare for the ongoing fees, franchise fees, to where you got to pay a huge percentage of your income back to the corporation, the McDonald's Corporation, or whatever fast food chain that you are part of. You got to pay that back to them, right? And so let me show y'all something. To open up a McDonald's, pre-opening costs and equipment and supplies is going to run you $1 million to $2 million. Some low estimates say about maybe 500 to 750, depending on where you're at. When I say 500, I'm talking about 500,000 to 750,000, depending on where you're at, right? But plan on probably about $1 million to $2 million, right? Do y'all know what the average McDonald's franchise owner earns on an annual basis? You thinking, oh man, they earn $1 million. They earn $1 million, man. Do 500,000. Okay, here we go. Average annual profit for a McDonald's franchise is $150,000 a year. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. $150,000 a year. The revenue is higher, but I'm talking about the profit. The average annual profit for a McDonald's franchise is $150,000 a year. You mean to tell me that you went through all of those steps, listen to me, all of those steps, and invested all of that money, $1 million, just to be able to profit $150,000 a year? But you want the McDonald's franchise. I know you do. You want it. Hey, I'll take one. It's all good. But you know what, though? Why don't we consider the Primerica opportunity? I'm just going to submit it to you. It's just, take it for what it's worth. I'm going to submit it, right? Primerica Regional Vice President opportunity. Let's talk about it, right? Here we go. It'll take you 6 to 13 years to recoup your initial investment for a McDonald's franchise. I'm just saying, 6 to 13 years to recoup the money that you put in to get the thing rocking and rolling. Okay. What we do at Primerica, because I know y'all calling it Primerica. Primerica gonna pay for your licensing costs, life insurance costs, fingerprint fees, state licensing fees, investment license. Gonna even offer you a bonus to get out there and do some field training before you license. That they're gonna pay you out when you do get licensed. You pay $99 one time and $25 a month. Some people came, they complain, I need $25 a month. Nick, don't they come, Coach B Walk, I'm already know. Why I gotta pay $25 a month? Well, that's the only overhead that you have to run your business, $25 a month. And that's tax deductible. Pay $99 one time, get access to over $1,500 in licensing fees and bonuses and all that. Get all of that stuff paid for you by the company. But what do you get in exchange? The average annual income for a Primerica regional vice president is $108,000 a year. But it's an even bigger opportunity than this. So what does it take to become a regional vice president? Well, submit $20,000 in life insurance premium as a team over 2 consecutive months. That means that 1 month you can do $10,000, the next month do $10,000, that's your $20,000. Or the first month you do $8,000, the second month you do $12,000, that's your $20,000. But just $20,000 in premium submitted over 2 consecutive months. That's cumulative premium done over those 2 months. Have a minimum of a $20,000 rolling 12 cash flow in Primerica. I'm not going to get all deep into that. But yeah, just have $20,000 in income, in Primerica income, right? Have 6 district leaders or equivalent, be securities licensed, have acceptable QBI, provide your upline, your regional vice president upline with an adequate replacement, right? And you must be full-time in the business. Then these are the intangibles. You got to be mentally tough. You can attract and retain people, have the ability to lead and galvanize your team, and be able to make money on your own pen. Just show us that you can make some money, right? But with the RVP contract, you're on a 110% contract. And you're going to get bonuses on top of that and Primerica stock. Why should you become a regional vice president? Well, just a couple of reasons. There's so many reasons, just a couple I pointed out. For a chance to make a lot of money and have some freedom to enjoy it, right? Let me tell you something. During the pandemic, Raheem and I, we were talking to a young lady that did our estate plan today. She came by to pick up the documents and all that good stuff. If you haven't done a will and estate plan, I highly advise you to do that. Raheem and I, we now have this running joke because we just completed ours. We didn't do it through PLPP. We did it through an attorney friend of ours. If you're looking for one to do an estate plan for you, she's amazing. Very, very good people. And so she did it. And so Raheem and I, we now have this running joke. As we went through that process, we said, man, you ain't married to nobody until you done an estate plan with them. You think you married? You ain't married. Do an estate plan with somebody. You married then. Because you answering questions and you making decisions and stuff that, yeah, y'all might have talked about it a little bit, but once you put that stuff down in black and white on paper, you married then. So that's just our little running joke I'm gonna share with y'all. But we were talking to her and we were just explaining to her. And then for the people that are on the East Coast, man, my mother-in-law, Rosalyn Morris, that is what she does. That is her bag, right? She does wills and estate plans too. Get with her, get your stuff done. Because that's our problem too. We ain't got no wills and estate plan. That's just my shameless plug for that, right? Make sure you get that done, especially for y'all who got kids. You ain't got no will and estate plan, we out of pocket, man. This is something we've been trying to do for years. We finally got it done. It feels good. Now, I'm the person that done got it done that's talking crap to the people that ain't got it done. Yeah, I didn't got it done. Now you need to give me, all right, so that's just my little plug on that. All right, but we were telling her how the pandemic has been life-changing for us. You know, I understand that's what's happened during the pandemic, a lot of loss that has been experienced. We've experienced loss. But from a business standpoint, it's just been life-changing. Man, let me tell you something, because I've done talks with different base shop groups and things like that, and they like, Nick, like what happened in your business? I said, well, it was just a combination of things. I give all glory, honor, and praise to God, but I tell people that when we crossed over into 2020, we had no momentum in our business, none whatsoever, but we had a big vision. We came in, and some of you guys remember we did a whole base shop kickoff and all that other stuff. Man, we're gonna do these monthly. I forgot what we was calling them, man. But these meetings where we invite clients in and stuff like that, and we show what we did and all that. I mean, we were excited about that. Really about the crusade. Pandemic hit. I'm talking about like this time last year, our rolling 12 income in Primerica may have been 104,000. May have been 104,000 a year. That may have been our income. Then the pandemic hit, and we like, okay, we don't know what's going to go on. We don't know what's happening. But man, God had other plans. And in that period of time, man, we saw our income go from that 100,000, 104,000. Now our rolling 12 is close to $260,000 in a 12-month period. Promoted out a regional vice president, go promote about 3 more, maybe 4 this year. How does that happen? And we did it all from the comfort of the house. How does that happen? I didn't have to chase nobody down at the man. I got to open up my restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I got to put myself in harm's way, right? Trying to get people, put anybody else in harm's way. I wasn't talking to y'all about you need to get out there and get to the kitchen table and talk to these people. We got to help. No. Business model pandemic proof, right? Be able to help people. And this is the Primerica opportunity that I want to present to you. This is why you should consider, I'm just saying, just consider being a regional vice president. You have control over your income. You have control over your income. It's the only place where you can produce and override other regional vice presidents. Our upline, Stephen and Phoenicia Coleman, off of our business alone, they override probably $60,000 a year, if not more, off of our business alone. And you know what? I love it. I love it. I want them to, because guess what? I want to do the same thing. But I love it that I'm a part of a system to where that can happen. That can actually happen. It's probably more than that. Probably more than that. But you have the same opportunity, family. You got the same opportunity. Check this out. Not only that, it's a chance for you to build an appreciable asset that you can leave to your family. We have a form of ownership right now in the company, but we're working towards full ownership. Full ownership that if God forbid something happened to me or Rahima, the business will be set aside for our boys. When Nick, your sons are only 7 and 5, it doesn't matter. When they get of age, they'll get that asset, and it'll be them. And it'll be at a place to where they won't be out there chasing life insurance policies. They'll be able to override it. Isn't that the American dream? I'm telling you guys, I'm just submitting it. Why should you become regional? For a chance to be awarded Primerica stock. I'm going to put a pin right here, and I'm going to come back to that. For a chance to change the narrative of real success or what real success looks like, because I know real success has been taught in your family, like it's been taught in my family. You know, if you singing and dancing, if you got a wicked jump shot, if you can run the ball on that, man, that's success, right? Or if you got all these degrees on the wall and this, that, and the other, and you had all of that, man, that's success, man. We pat that, I mean, we applaud it, we pat that stuff on the back, all that good stuff, man. I mean, we constantly going to graduations, we going to all of this, that, and the other, all that good stuff. Man, I get it. I get it. I get it. But I'm here to tell you, y'all. I'm here to tell you. Yeah, we got to change the narrative of real success looks like. I know that you're thinking that you can't get it through Primerica. I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. And I'm going to show you in a minute. Because the opportunity to become a regional vice president is available to you. Let's hit the pause button right here. All right. I want to be able to field any questions or anything like that because I'm about to shift into what the money look like. What the check look like. So we're going to talk about that. All right. Any questions before I go any further? I got about 30 minutes left on the training. So I just want to hit the pause button here. Anybody got something? Talk to me. Come off mute. You know, introduce yourself, tell us who your pastor is at your church. No, I'm joking. But yeah, whatever question you got, talk to me. Anybody got something? Talk to me. Any question? Okay. Y'all just gonna leave me out here.
Hey, Nick, this is Julia.
Hey, Julia, how are you?
I'm fine. I don't have a question, but I had a comment relating to why people retire. I've run into quite a few people who have had to come out of retirement because now they have taken custody of their grandchildren.
Woo! Say that. See, that's a different side of the game that y'all don't know about. Lord, okay. Thank you for that. Good stuff. Good stuff, man. All right. Anybody else have any other questions or comments? Anybody? All right, cool. All right, so let's keep it rolling. Let's keep it moving. All right. Are y'all getting something out of this? Give me a thumbs up or something, man. Is this cool? I mean, all right, perfect, man. Let's keep it rolling. All right, so check this out. Here we go. So let's talk about RVP compensation, right? So these are the contract levels. These are the contract levels in Primerica. As a rep, you're on a 25% contract. Senior rep, 35%, district 50, division 60, regional leader 70. As a regional vice president, you are on 110% contract. So what do these percentages mean? These percentages equate to your commission that you get paid from a life insurance policy that you write. Now, this does not reflect when you would get paid from a securities transaction, an investment transaction. That's a different commission scale, but trust me, regional vice president is a lot sweeter than any other contract level, even on the investment side of things. But this is for life insurance, right? And so this number that I'm showing you on the screen, this is our average annual life insurance premium per life insurance policy that we write. $876 in premium. That equates to a $73 a month life app. I'm going to repeat that. The average life insurance policy size that we write for a client in our base shop, in our hierarchy, is $73 a month. It might be a little bit more than that, but we just kind of keep it at 73. That's $73 a month. You multiply that by 12, that equates to $876 in annual premium. Nick, where you going with this? I'm going to show you. So writing a $73 life app, take you 1 hour to do it. As a rep, what would your commission be? As a representative, it'll be $200.25. So this is a message to all the new people, newly licensed people. If you wrote a life insurance policy and it was the average app size of our team, as a rep, newly licensed person, this is if you did not get pre-qualified for your senior rep promotion, you would get paid in the ballpark of about $150 to $200 for that one transaction. What if you wrote 3-4 sales in the next 10 days? Man, forget the stimulus check. Forget the income tax refund. You can make your own. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me, man. All right, senior rep, $280.35 in 1 hour. See, what y'all don't know is that right here, y'all see, what is this that I'm holding right here? Constance, what is this I'm holding right here? What is this?
A pen.
This is a pen, right? Okay. Somebody else. Miss Audrey, what is this I'm holding right here? What is this?
That is a pen.
Okay, it's a pen. Okay, all right. Anybody else? Secreta B, what am I holding right here? What is this?
It looks like
that's your commission.
It look like, yeah, what is it? What is it? You say it's a pen? Okay, I got it.
I said it's money.
It's money, okay. I'm with Secreta, right?
That's your future, Nick.
Yeah.
You can write your future with that thing right there.
You can write, I'm the strongest man in the world because Chandra James, I'm actually holding a Brinks truck in my right here. This is a Brinks truck that I'm holding. Because with this pen, AKA the Brinks truck, I can write legacy. I can write a legacy for a family and get paid. This is a Brinks truck that I'm holding. Now, of course, we ain't writing policies with the pen, but y'all get the symbolism. Y'all with it, right? That's what you're able to do, is we can write legacy. Or we can type legacy on your computer, tablet, or your smartphone. As a district leader, come on, district leaders, where my district's at? Where my district's at? All right, where my district's at? $400.50. Same 1 hour. What if you wrote 4 sales in a month? My goodness. My goodness. Division leaders. Here we go, $480. The regional leaders, one step from regional, $560 in a commission in 1 hour. Is that legal? Yes, it is. And then regional vice president, come on, Coach B. Walt, $881 in an advanced commission, 1 hour for writing 1 average life insurance sale. Y'all not excited. I am. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. This ain't even talking about overrides. I ain't gonna get into that. I'm gonna mess y'all up with the override stuff. So check this out. Rvp commissions, because not only do we get 110% commission, but as a regional vice president, Primerica pays a 10% bonus on the base shop premium. So the total base shop payout is 120%. So when a regional vice president's team does 10,000 in premium or more, the company is going to give them an additional 10% bonus on top of the total volume of business that the team wrote. 10% bonus, right? And so let's kind of see what's going on here. Now, the RVP can qualify for an extra 10% if their base shop does 20 recruits and 20,000 in premium instead of a 10% bonus. The bonus goes up to 20%. Oh my goodness. So that brings the total base shop payout to 130%. It's crazy. So let's look at an example, right? So this is a regional vice president. Check this out, Shadrika. This is a regional vice president. Let's say that they have a team, right? And they have a base shop, and their base shop in 1 month does $12,500 in base shop premium. And let's just say that at RVP, they did 5,000 of that 12,500 in personal production, which means that they're the ones that they wrote the 5,000 and the rest of their team wrote the other 7,500, right? 7,500. So this is the makeup of the RVP team, right? They did a total of 12,500 in life insurance premium as a team. 5,000 of that was personal. Let's say that they have 2 main legs on their team. They have a direct division leader and they have a direct district leader. Let's say the division leader leg did 5,000 in premium and the district leader leg did 2,500 in premium. Do you see this right here? Shanitha, this says 50% spread right here when it came to the division leg, and then it says 60% spread when it came to the district leader leg. Do you know what that means? That means that that is the percentage override that the regional vice president will get from that leg's production, because that's the difference in their contracts. Remember, what's the percentage of contract that the RVP is on? 110%. What's the percentage contract that the division leader is on? 60%, right? Are y'all with me? So that's the difference in their contracts, right? And so, I'm sorry, that's not different than contract. So that's just talking about this is 60%. That's the contract they're on. 50% is what the division is on. The spread is what it is, all right? And so that's the contract that they're on. So check this out. I kind of messed that up, but y'all get what I'm saying. All right, so as the RVP, right, doing 10 recruits, this is kind of a summary over here. Follow me on this. 10 recruits, 12,500 in total team premium. This is the income breakdown, right? It's income breakdown. From the 5,000 in personal premium, which equates to about 6 life insurance policies, the advanced commission on that for the RVP is going to be $3,754. That's the advanced commission to the RVP. $3,700. The division leader override, right, that the RVP is going to receive is going to be $1,706. That's what the RVP is going to receive from the division leader leg in an override from the volume reduction that they did. The district leader override is going to be $1,024 to the RVP. And then let's just say that the RVP did about 50,000 in personal securities, which ain't hard to do. That's an additional $1,240. You add all that money up plus the 10% bonus that they're going to get. And let's say they have a very average QBI of 70%, which ain't none of us got no 70% QBI. Ours is more than 80 plus. 10% base shop QBI. The bonus is going to be $875. You add all those numbers up, the total compensation for an RVP that runs this type of business is going to be in 1 month, $8,599. If you do the math on that, that equates to about $103,000 a year. 6 figures in an annual income. And you can do all of that from the comfort of your own home. Not burning down the woods, not having to chase nobody down, not doing anything like that. Collectively, you and your team doing about, what is that?
15 ups.
Yeah, it's like 12 sales or something like that, something crazy. Something like, it's just something small, like it ain't a lot, not burning down the woods, none of that, right? Over 6 figures, doing it from the comfort of your own home, right? But it gets better. Check this out. I know y'all not impressed with that, making $103,000 from the comfort of your own home. I get it. But the focus at this point is to get your base shop to 20 by 20. 20 recruits, 20,000 premium. Let's say you do that. Get your base shop to 20 by 20,000, right? So RVP base shop is doing 20,000. Personal premium is still at 5. Now you got a few more legs. You got a direct district leg, actually 2 of them. Then you got a regional leader leg in there, right? So it's a 50% spread, 40% spread, all that good stuff. I get it. That's the deal. Boom shakalaka. So how does this income break down? 5,000 personal premium gonna still pay you that $3,754. The direct district leader leg is gonna pay you an override of $1,024. The other one is gonna pay you, 2 division legs, $1,706. The regional leader leg, $2,048, right? 100,000 in personal securities, $2,790. 20% base shop bonus. Now your bonus is $2,800. Add all that up, that's $14,122 in monthly income. That's what it is. 5,000 personal premium pay you $3,754. The district leader leg override $1,024. Division leader override from that leg is $1,706. Regional leader override from that leg is $2,048. $2,790 for personal securities, bonus $2,800, $14,122. That's an annual income of $169,000. That's what that is. But y'all not excited about that. Is anybody excited about that? Oh, you are. Is anybody at your job showing you a compensation structure like this, or how they want to help you do this? How they want to help you tap into a system where you can make over 6 figures from the comfort of your own home, be your own boss, do your own thing, sing your own song, dance your own dance? Okay, here we go. Let's keep moving. Y'all know y'all ain't impressed with making $169,000 a year. You like, man, show me some real money. Okay, I'm getting to it. You ain't got to yell at me. All right. So this is your focus now. Your focus now is to promote out your first regional vice president. This is your focus. Okay, how are we going to do that? Right? So this is the deal. When you promote out an RVP in Primerica, you don't lose your income stream from them. You still override the RVP that you promote out, and you still bonus off of them. So for your first generation RVPs, meaning that RVPs that you personally promoted, Primerica is going to pay you a 15% override off of their business. If you have a second generation RVP, which means that your first generation RVP promoted out an RVP, which essentially would be kind of like your grandkids in the business, you still get a 10% override off of them. Primerica is going to pay you an override all the way through 6 generations in overrides. And then on top of that, you get a bonus. You get a bonus. So that's called a leadership development bonus. As an RVP, if you yourself are running a $10,000 base shop, any RVP that you have, whatever production they do, you're going to get a 10% bonus off of their block of business, whatever their their base shop is doing, you're gonna get a 10% bonus on that. As an SVP, that thing go up to 17%. As an NSD, it go up to 21%. And then as an SNSD, it go up to 23%. Oh man, y'all like, what is going on? What do these percentages mean? I'm gonna show you, right? I'm gonna show you. And then now check this out. They have what's called a super SVP bonus, right? Which is that if you and your organization, man, y'all doing a certain level of production that's beyond the norm here, if you say qualify as SVP, y'all doing over $50,000 in life insurance premium through First, if you're doing that, you're going to get that 17% bonus. But check this out, James and Chandra. If you're doing beyond the 50,000 in production, and you taking that up to 75,000 in production through First. See, it's at 50,000 here, but check this out. If you take that up to 75,000 through First, they're gonna add another 7.5% to your bonus and what they call a power builders bonus. So now what was your 17% bonus in SVP is now a 24.5% bonus. The NSD bonus is now 28.5. SNSD bonus is now 30.5%. What do these numbers mean? I'm glad you asked. So this is where Raheem and I are trying to go. I don't want to say try. This is where Raheem and I are going, right? This is where we're going. So you run a $20,000 base shop, senior vice president, 3 regional vice presidents, all that good stuff. Let's say that you're doing over $50,000 in premium through First, $20,000 base shop, 3 regional vice presidents. Each of your VPs are doing a $10,000 base shop each. So your $20,000 from your base shop plus the combined $10,000 each from your 3 RVPs, that equals to $50,000 in total life insurance premium through First generation, right? What that's going to do, by us running a $20,000 base shop and having 3 first generation RVPs, each doing a minimum of about $10,000 in their base shop, that'll pay us over $300,000 a year in compensation in Primerica. $300,000 a year. Y'all not excited? Because what we really gonna get to is this right here, is getting to that power builder bonus level. This is how Stephen and Phoenicia went from $200,000 to close to $500,000 a year. What I showed you, if you paid attention, going from $100,000 to the $169,000 plus dollars a year, this is what Raheem and I did. We promoted out our first regional vice president and all that good stuff, and our income has been climbing. This is why you should become a regional vice president. And this is how Stephen and Phoenicia are going over $500,000. They're senior vice presidents working on becoming national sales directors, but their base shop has been doing about $30,000 in premium, but they have been running over $100,000 in premium through First. So they've been able to hit that power builder bonus. And if you're a senior vice president, you're just doing $75,000 through First, you got 3 regional vice presidents, and it'll pay you over $425,000 a year. This is how Jeff Mallard went over $1 million. This is how Mika Saunders went over $1 million. This is how the young man out of Atlanta, Georgia, the Hispanic guy, went over $1 million. They did all of that. They did all of that because they tapped into this system of becoming an RVP and then promoting out RVPs. And the rest is history. Little to no expenses, little to no overhead. Who got to pay all of these reps in their offices and stuff like that? Man, Primerica pay all of that. Is there any workman's comp insurance? No, none of that. None of that. What about for my retirement? All this stuff. So how do I save my retirement? You can do that. When you're investment licensed, you can set up a solo 401k for yourself to where you can actually contribute money as the employer, which is you, and as the employee, which is you. What about my health insurance? All this? Yeah, you can get a policy, you can get your own program out there. And guess what? The premiums you pay on that health insurance are tax deductible. Everything that people run to the job for, don't you know you can do it on your own and get all the tax benefits from it and be able to live your life with no restraints, no restrictions, with total freedom? Don't you deserve that? I think you do. And that's why, hey, look, I'm just humbly submitting. I'm humbly submitting. Why not become a regional vice president with Primerica? I mean, it ain't like I'm talking to you about what I think can happen. I'm talking to you about what has been happening. And it's happened within a year. Within a year. You guys witnessed Benicia become a regional vice president. You witnessed Raheem and I get on the council, go over 200,000, now about to go over 300. You're going to witness other people get promoted to regional vice president. You're going to witness, you saw Tony go over 500,000, go over 600,000 income. You saw our uplines, Terrell and Anna, go over 400,000, go over 500,000. We saw Stephen Benicia go over 300,000, go over 400,000, now about to go over 500. We saw all of this happen in 1 year. Andre, how long we say it take most people to work on a job before they have to retire?
They said it was 40, 50 years.
Okay. And do most people ever get an opportunity to make 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 a year on their job?
Not even close.
Okay. I'm just trying to put 2 and 2 together around here because I'm still questioning whether or not Primerica is going to work for me. I'm still questioning. So you mean tell me that I'm a part of a company and I'm a part of an opportunity to where there are other Black people around me that look like me and come from where I come from, that are making this kind of money, having this kind of fantastic levels of success. It don't matter what education level that I have, what school I went to, what my resume looked like. I can come into this thing and I'm going to be basically paid based on my work ethic and my ability to dream big and believe that this can work. Not going to be easy, not going to be convenient, but going to be worth it. And y'all are going to help me build something. Is that what you're trying to do? And I can have this kind of success. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Absolutely.
Come on, man. Don't fool me now, man. I didn't try Organo Gold. I didn't try that, man. I didn't try, the little girdle thing, man. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to come up. I was trying to sell body shapers and stuff. I didn't try that stuff. I didn't try Mary Kay, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I didn't try that. I didn't try the travel business. I didn't try that. I didn't try all that stuff, man. You mean tell me that I can make it happen now? No shade on none of that. No shade on none of that, man. Because whatever your opportunity is, go for it. Make it happen. I support you. I support you. I didn't try to sign people off the internet. And I didn't try to change your electricity. I didn't try it all. You mean to tell me that I can really make some money here? It's folks that look like me that can make some money. Okay, all right, well, let me go and get this thing a shot and start playing with it. And that's all I'm saying, family. That's all I'm saying. Last 2 minutes, because I know y'all ain't impressed. Y'all, man, Nick always, he want to talk about money. Okay, all right, cool, man. Money ain't important. It ain't, money, oh, come on, money ain't important. But it's right up there around oxygen, though. So oxygen is probably here. Oxygen is here. Money probably like right here, though. It ain't the most, but oxygen up there, though. Money, like, okay. I'm joking, y'all. So hopefully y'all having a good time like I am. I'm enjoying myself. Hopefully y'all having a good time. Money, oxygen, money like right there, though. It ain't too much of a gap right there. Can you see that? It's so small, you got to really squint your eyes to be like, yeah, they looked out to see. Now, oxygen probably got it, though. All right, I'm just putting it out there. All right, here we go. So what else is in it for you? Y'all heard me talking about some Primerica stock and all that good stuff, right? So here's the thing, man. So let's just say that you did everything that I said, which Raheem and I, we're going to do, and we want several of y'all to do it with us. Let me say that again. I'm going to come up. We want all of you guys to make real money in Primerica. We want you to become a regional vice president, build an organization, override that organization. We can all travel and talk loud in the airport together as we go from place to place, from experience to experience, right? Where we can get to the place where when we show up places, man, they taking our luggage, they picking us up in luxury cars, and we go into hotel rooms or villas and suites and all that good stuff, man. And we are making memories with our children. That's what we want. When we talking just obnoxiously loud in the airport. Benicia, hey, give me a Cinnabon. Hey, give me, yeah. Okay, yeah. And the people be like, they so loud. Why are they here on a Wednesday? They're so loud. Laughing loud. Are you silly? Yeah. Hey, when you coming back? You coming? Okay, I got you. Yeah. Just so loud. But happy. Just happy. Just talking loud. Just obnoxious. Constance, hey, you give me one of them chicken sandwiches with pop. You right there by the Popeyes. Give me one. Oh, you just gonna be selfish. You just gonna get you and T one, huh? Okay. Who are these people? Y'all talking so loud on a Wednesday. Where are y'all going? Don't y'all have jobs? No. We have freedom. We have freedom. Somebody got a dream with me, man. I'm trying to sell y'all the dream. Here we go. I know I'm delaying it. Let's say you're making $425,000 a year from your Primerica business. All right? But check this out. This is the bonus. This is what else is in it for you. Primerica, by you promoting out those 3 regional vice presidents, you're going to end up with about $447,250 in Primerica stock. Uh-oh. Because for every regional vice president that you promote, the company is going to pay you or award you $15,750 in PRI stock that is currently trading at $143 a share. Y'all ain't hearing me. For every regional vice president that you promote, now you can't promote a regional vice president unless you are a regional vice president. But for every RVP that you promote, you are going to get awarded about $15,750 in Primerica stock. So what does that stock mean? Well, Primerica used to be called A.L. Williams, right? Which is named after the founder of our company, Art Williams. Well, Art wrote a book called Coach, where he told the story of Primerica. You can get this book right now, right? You can order it from Amazon. You can go wherever you do. Find the book Coach called the A.L. Williams Story. It is a beautiful love story about how a coach in Georgia fought the biggest industry on the face of the planet, which is the insurance industry, with a concept called buy term and invest the difference, and won. But guess what? In 1992, Art took A.L. Williams public. And in the book, he talks about how a $10,000 block of A.L. Williams stock, look at this. If you had purchased, check this out, Constance, if you had purchased $10,000 in A.L. Williams stock back in 1982, if you fast forwarded 20 years later, that same $10,000 block would be worth $6.2 million. Y'all not excited. That $10,000 investment would be worth $6.2 million. Well, guess what? Primerica went public again, right? Because we were sold to Citigroup and all that good stuff, and then we broke off Citigroup. Primerica went public. This is back in 2010. Primerica went public April 1st, 2010, trading at $15 a share. That was the strike price, the opening price, $15 a share. You fast forward a little bit over 10 years. Now we're trading at $143 a share. Last week it was at $157 a share. You don't think that that can happen again? I know you don't, but it can, right? And so check this out. What's in it for you? based on past history, let's say that your $47,250 in Primerica stock, what could it be worth in the next 30 years? 20 to 30 years? I don't know. Could be worth somewhere in the ballpark of about 24.86 million in the next 20 to 30 years. This ain't even talking about the money that you're making from your Primerica business. Yeah, this is just the stock, what it could be worth. This is the wealth that becoming a regional vice president and promoting regional vice president could generate for you and your family. Just based on the numbers from what happened in the past, based on the past, $47,250 worth of Primerica stock could be worth over $24 million, or $25 million in the next 20 to 30 years. But family, what if I'm halfway wrong and it's only worth $12,432? It's only worth $12 million, I'm sorry, $432,000. It's only worth $12,432,000. What if I'm halfway wrong? Would you be upset with me if I was halfway wrong? Okay. What if I'm even halfway wrong of the halfway wrong? And it's only $6.2 million in the next 20 to 30 years. You can't be upset at that. You can't be upset at that. Because $6.2 million at the end of the day could be life-changing. And this is on top of the money machine that you build to leave your family. So I came here tonight to sell you the dream. And hopefully some of you guys had already bought the dream, but now you're buying it even more. And for those of you who just got here and you didn't even know a dream was available to you, well, if you didn't know, now you know, right? I watched that Biggie documentary on Netflix called I Got a Story to Tell. It's pretty good. So I'm kind of like in that zone. But yeah, it's available to you. The dream is alive and well and growing and thriving in Primerica. But you know what? It's just waiting on you to make a decision. So family, what I submit to you tonight is that make a decision that, look, this is where God wants you to be. You're not here by accident. This is where God wants you to be. And is it going to be easy? Probably not. Are you going to have to make some sacrifices and things like that? You know, yep, you will, because we've had to make several. But to be able to make over $250,000 a year and do it from my home office that is adjacent to our master bedroom right here. And y'all see my kids come in and out of this room looking for their tablets because I'm the keeper of the tablets and stuff like that. They be trying to sneak in, stuff like that. To do that from home, I wouldn't have it any other way. And so what I'm saying is that there's other people on here that are making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month, you know, in their Primerica business, and they're doing it from the comfort of their own home too. It's available, guys. And I want you to be a part of it. I do. And so I know I did a lot of joking. I did a lot of bloviating and all that type of stuff tonight, but just really speaking from the heart, I think that you're special. I think that you're an amazing person. I think that you showed tremendous faith to get in this opportunity. And I think that you showed even greater faith to stick around, because I know for some of you guys, it has not been easy. It hasn't been easy. You know, you've had people tell you no, you've had people quit on you, all that stuff happened. But I'm here to tell you, you didn't quit. And you better not quit, because everybody who deserves a turn, you will get a turn if you don't step out of turn. If you don't step out of turn. So it's worth fighting for, man. It is. It's worth fighting for. And the best is yet to come. And that's all I got, y'all. That's all I got. And so with that being said, I'm going to put it on pause. Does anybody have any questions or anything like that? Anybody have any questions?